I got two words for you. Cup Revolution. One of the main competitions in the game got a new drawing system. Let's talk about what this actually means and the different implications on underdogs and favorites. Hey guys, it's Papa Mish, and let's get right into this because we have a new cup format and I want you to know what to expect as it's already started this season. We had an HT announcement about this and the round number 1 matches were already played according to the new format. To make a long story short, instead of drawing one round at a time, Hattrick will start drawing the next 2 rounds together. As previously, the draw for the first round is done by team ranking from the previous season. The team winning the championship in the top division is seed number 1, and so on until the team in the bottom division with the least amount of points, and that's the bottom seed. The top seed would meet the bottom seed, and so on until the middle of the pack teams meet each other. This ensures that the top seeded teams won't face each other too early. Starting this season, we're also getting the draw for the next round. It's done estimating that all the top seeds are expected to win. And if a surprise occurs, the underdog team will take the place of the top seeded team for the next round. After all the matches are over and all the teams are set into place, we'll have the draw for the next round again, using the original cup rankings for all the remaining teams, meaning that the underdog teams won't ride the placement of the higher seeded team forever, but for one round at a time. There were a lot of questions on the forum how this double draw will work, so Johan made a very clear and nice example that I want to share with you. Firstly, saying that every time they create matches, they precede the next round as if all the top teams will win. Also, if the underdog team wins, it's still the opponent's ranking and also their home away status, but only for the next round. In his example, he has 16 teams, so rank number 1 is the best team and 16 is the lowest. And the draw is the bottom team, 16, is playing at home against rank number 1, and so on. And they also precede the next round. They expect teams 1 to 8 to beat all the bottom teams, so the next draw is team 8 is the new bottom seed and he will play at home against team number 1 and so on. But in the actual matches, 2 surprises occur. Team 16 upset team number 1 and took its place, and team 14 won against team number 3 and took their expected place. So in the actual games, after everything is set, team A that were expected to play at home against team 1 is getting rank 16. And team 7, as expected, plays against team 2, no surprises happened there. And team 6 will play at home against team 14. So after the matches are created, they also precede the next round, and in the next round they assume that all the top teams will win. In the first match, 8 is better than 16, then 2 is better than 7, 6 will beat 14, and 4 will beat 5. So for the next round, Team 8 is expected to play against Team 2, and Team 6 is expected to play against Team 4. But let's say Team 16 will win again. So in this match, they will take the spot of Team 8. And in the next round, they will play at home against Team Rank 2. Hope this makes everything clearer. And we have some interesting cosmetical changes on our Teams Cup page and the National Cup page, which I want to share as well. You could see here some information. You are still in the main cup. Team ranking 217. Your current ranking is 211. This means that 6 surprises happened from teams being above you losing. And here we see my next match and also my future opponents. Very cool statistics that we finally have. Best performance for the main cup, but you could toggle here and see your best cup runs for the secondary cups as well. I'm very happy to see this finally, because if you remember that, a few seasons ago I had a really nice run in the secondary cup, and I want to really go and see this cup run, you would have to manually go through your game archive. Also in the National Cup, you get the podium, the last season champion, runner-up, and teams getting to the semi-finals. You have the top scorers and the last 5 cup winners and the top 5 overall winners. If you want to see the whole list, you could see the whole list. To summarize everything, I wasn't expecting this change, but I do find it quite interesting and I want to see where it will develop. The double draw for every cup round will give us more information about our future opponents, and more statistics is always something nice. I also really like the new cosmetical changes on the team and country pages. To address some of the issues from the forums about the complete random cup draw for every round, well, I absolutely hate this. If a top division team, top tier team will face each other in the early cup rounds, it could really hurt all their season. And like middle of the pack team or bottom teams, like getting a few lucky wins, it won't amount to anything. Addressing the issue of underdog teams taking the schedule of top seeded teams after an upset for the whole cup, I'm really against this thing as well. A lot of Comet teams will sit in the bottom division using like anti players and trying to only upset one match and then enjoy a very easy competition for the whole cup. It's not very good for competitive integrity of Hat-Trick. Up until now, they had to face all the top seeded teams one after another. That's like practically impossible. Nowadays, they will have to face them every second round, which is okay. Still very, very difficult. If they will manage to do this, kudos to them. Addressing the complaint that underdog teams have to play an away match after an upset, I don't see it as a really big issue because you are playing a much weaker opponent than the expected one and the one you just beat. So if you beat another team, you'll be back at playing at home because the cup will be done again by the original cup ranking. So not a lot of reason to be really upset there. And lastly, about middle division teams facing tougher opponents earlier in the cup, I mainly see it as a challenge, but some of my teams are in the middle division, so I'll see how this cup run goes and I'll have more information. Just bear in mind, this coin have another side. Not only you will be facing slightly tougher opponents earlier, you also might play a home game against a lucky team out of nowhere and you didn't expect this, so you might benefit from this as well. Now it's your turn, guys. What do you think about all those changes? Please write this in the comment section. And as I always say, Hat-Trick, it's more than a game, it's a community. I'll see you next time. Viva la revolution!